Hi, Alex here from Rebeloper.com and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to this epic tutorial series on how to use SwiftUI in UIKit. You heard that right, SwiftUI inside UIKit. Well, kind of. And today we are going to talk about navigation, so let's just jump right into it. So, let's just see how we are here. We have created a project, and if you don't know what this project is created, then go ahead and click the link down below to take a look at the whole playlist. And currently I have just added a few buttons there, and I have stacked them. What is stack? Well, you can take a look at the previous videos in the playlist, and of course you can react to taps on those buttons. So all of this is from DocUI. I highly encourage you to take a look at the previous episodes. Okay, for this episode we are going to need some preparation. So again, click the link down below where you can find the resources. And once you download them, you will see that we have some templates here. So just copy them. So let's see, copy DocUI, so this whole folder. And you need to add these to the template files of your Xcode. So select Go, and if you can't see library here, hit Alt or Option, and it should pop up real nicely. So go ahead and click on Library then, and just navigate to Developer, Xcode, Templates, and File Templates. Now, if you don't have File Templates, go ahead and create them. Make sure that there's a space between the two words, File Templates, and just paste DocUI or just drag and drop if you have another Finder open into the File Templates folder. Okay, and this will give you some awesome templates that we will use today and in the upcoming episodes, because those are some awesome templates for creating lists. So lists are coming to DocUI. Okay, what you want to do next is close Xcode and open it up, because maybe you won't have these template files appear. You just take a look at it, and if they don't appear, then just reopen Xcode. Now, in this episode we are going to talk about navigation. So we need to have a DetailsViewController, and as you can already see, I have added these 4 buttons, and they can navigate. Well, they have that pointy finger from where the navigation will come from, because the default navigation is from right to left. Well, maybe if you're looking to this on the video, it's like the other way around, but let me just do it on my perspective. So from right to left, that is the default navigation, and we are going to learn how you can do from left to right, top to bottom, and bottom to top. Okay, but first let's just go to our app delegate and create a navigation controller. Okay, so let me just move this root view controller out into a separate controller. So let controller equals that root view controller. Okay, now let's create a navigation controller. It will be a UI navigation controller. Okay, with a root view controller that we have just created. Okay, let's just drop that in, and now we just want to add our nav controller to the root view controller of our window. Okay, pretty straightforward. Okay, now we do have our nav controller. So what we might want to do in root view controller, let's see, in the, maybe we should have not in the observe. Let's just go and in the view did load. For now, let's add a title here. So let's see, root. that is okay. So let's build and run and see that we indeed did get our navigation controller set up correctly. Okay, as you can see here we have our navigation controller with the title of root and our 4 buttons that we will implement shortly. So we will navigate away from this root view controller. So let's create a details view controller. So let's hit a new file. And now we just need to scroll all the way down till you see DocUI. And you can see that there are a lot of lists here. But today we are just going to use a view controller. So let's click on next there. And I will name this details. It's already in there, but go ahead and type in your name. You don't have to specify view controller at the end. That will be appended to this controller name by default. So let's click on next here and let's create it. That will be fine. Okay, there we go, details view controller, and I would just drag it up here. And if you take a look at it, let me just stop this simulator. Here we have all of the perks of a view controller. And yeah, and you can see we have everything that needs to be in this in order to be used. Okay, so let's go back to our root view controller and add our first navigation in button 0. These are all predefined. As you can see, I have created a weak self for our observer, and then I guardlet unwrapped it to be a strong self. Okay, so let's create our controller. And that will be our details view controller. And now on the strong self, so there we go, strong self, navigation controller, we are just going to push our view controller, animate it through. And yeah, basically that is it. That's the default navigation. Okay, let's just build and run and see how that looks like. And I'm pretty sure that you are familiar with this. So let's tap on this button 0 and it is pushing the details view controller. We can go back to our root and that is that. But we want to have some fancy other animations, so let's just learn all about that. So we want to push from not the right to left, from left to right, and that is what we're going to do on button 1. Now if you expand DocUI, you should see a UI navigation controller plus Swift file. If not, then go ahead and open up terminal here. And we need to install, or rather yet update, because we already use DocUI, update to the latest version of DocUI. And let's just navigate to our, let's just see our root folder here, videos, there we go, real fast. Okay, so this is the root folder. Just type in cd into your terminal, drag and drop your root folder as usual, and type in pod update. Okay, and if this is your first version, then go ahead and type in pod install, because yeah, and pod init. This pod file is just pod.ui. Pretty straightforward stuff. And this is because this DocUI framework that I'm building is constantly evolving. So make sure that you are always on the updated version of DocUI. Let's just see what the latest version of our pod file lock looks like. Let's see. As you can see, DocUI is on 0321, and let's just wait for this to be updated. There we go. And that was actually it. I kind of missed the old podspec file. Okay, so 0321 is what we are using currently. Of course, most probably, if you're watching this in the future, you will have a later version. So let's take a look at the UI navigation controller. And let's forget about set navigation item background for now. That will be a topic for the next video. We are going to use this execute with a transition type controller from duration timing function and this pop to transition type duration timing function name and pop to root view controller and so on. So there are only these three functions that we are going to cover today, and we can do all of those fancy transitions with them. Okay, so first of all, let's just create our controller. So I'm just going to copy and paste this in here. Okay, so let's hit Command B so we can get access to the latest version of DocUI. And maybe let's just clean the build folder first. There we go, clean succeeded, and then hit Command B so we can build all of this out. And let's just wait for it, because new stuff might not occur in the auto completion. Okay, so what we want to do is just simply again type in strong self navigation controller. There we go, and with a dot just type in execute, and there we have all of these. There are two types, one with the timing function name and so on. We don't want to use those. The defaults are just fine. Okay, but you could do that if you wanted to. So now we have execute transition type. Let's add a dot here, and you can see that we have fade, move in, push, reveal. We are going to push. You could try to have fun with all of the others. So execute push on the controller. So that is our controller that we have just created, our DetailsViewController. And from, again, let's add a dot there, and let's see, from left. Okay, so that is, we are pushing from left. So that's the idea of how we want to use that. So yeah, that is basically it. Let's build and run, and hopefully we will get a push from left. Okay, let's tap on the second button, and pretty awesome. Let's go back to the root. Again, this is by default. I will talk about how you can pop this view controller in just a moment. So there we go. Pretty awesome. So it is pushing from left. Real nice. Okay, let's do the same for top and bottom. So I just simply copy and paste to save on time here. There we go. And I believe, let's just see, this is from bottom. Okay, from bottom and from top. Okay, let's hit Command R and see all of the awesome changes. Okay, let's tap the third button. Real nice. And the fourth button. It's coming from the top. Again, bottom and from top. Real nice transitions. And of course, if you want to have those transitions to be the same kind of, then you can do the first button to be the same with execute from right. Okay, so now we want to pop that DetailsViewController. And first of all, we want to have our navigation item. I believe it's hides back button equals to true. Okay, so we have eliminated that back button that is added to our navigation controller by default. And what we want to do is create a navigation item. So let close button equals UI. I believe it's navigation item, navigation UI bar bottom item. Yep, that is correct. And we will use an image here. And yep. So the image I have already added here. So hit Command Shift M so I can bring up the media library. And I've already added this X here. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, the style should be, let's say, done or plain. Let's use plain. Target will be nil, or I believe it should be, yeah, nil. Nil is okay. Action is still nil. Okay, because we are going to use our observer on our close button. Maybe target should be self. We will see. Okay, so let's just scroll all the way down to observe, and let's observe our close button. Reactive, tap, and observe next. So observe next. We'll get, yeah, let's add in here our weak self. So weak, don't need these parentheses, weak self, there we go. And now let's just unwrap it. So guard, let strong self equals self, else let's just simply return. There we go. And now it is pretty straightforward to pop our details view controller. So strong self dot and navigation controller, and just start typing in pop, and you will see that we have this pop2 the transition type and pop2 root view controller from, and so on. So let's pop2 and let's see, pop2 left. Let's use pop2 left. Okay, let's build and run. So we are going to pop2 left. Oh, sorry about that. Let's stop this build and let's add our dispose back. Yeah, pretty important, so we can make dispose this from the memory. Okay, and now let's just present or push from the right. Okay. Oh, we still need to add this to the navigation controller. So under maybe set view did load setup, let's add our navigation item, I believe, and set. Yeah, let's use the left bar button, and the item will be our close button animated false. Okay, hopefully that will show the X right there. So again, let's tap on there. Here we have our details, and yeah, is that correct? No, it should be the other way around. Let's pop to right. Okay, yeah, let's pop to right, of course, because we are presenting from left. Let's pop to right. So from left and to right. Pretty awesome. Okay, let's do the other one. So to left, and now I'm going to tap on the second button. Okay, real nice. Okay, and finally you could use pop2 root view controller if you are navigating deeply into your navigation stack. That will just go all to the way to our root view controller. And yeah, that is basically it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to get notified of new videos as they do come out. Now it is your turn. Go ahead and comment down below. How do you actually navigate besides the default navigation that is provided by iOS? Go ahead and comment down below. I'm really eager to find out your solutions. And as usual, I will see you in the next one.